stops in the fireplace, then you hold up on to the God to tell. Well, I directive exterminate whatever stands there. All I wanted to do, and all I gotta do, all I do this more and me or you. All I wanted to say, and all I gotta do, all I do this more and me or you. Love, all I want to love, all I want. Moving, touching the bullet and to live my life and show the world. But land directive, exterminate, whatever you can raise and fate. Stops in the fireplace and then you hard up, feel up the bed. Land directive, exterminate the whole fucking place. Well, all I wanted to say, all I gotta do, oh, I do this for and me and you. All I wanted to say, all I gotta do, oh, I do this for and me or you. Love, all I want to love, all I want to love, all I want to love, all I want.
Hey guys, the lights are down, the previews are over. It's time for Mark Goes to the Movies. And I've been waiting to do this one since I finished the movie. We're going to talk about the Wraith. This one, my God. Love this movie so much. For one, I'll go with that. Best way to describe it is really good. Um, if you want to take yourself too seriously and you're like, I need elevated horror movies, this is about as so far from that as you possibly can get. It's a little ridiculous. Oh, it's independently made. You know what's great about these 80s horror movies is that the soundtracks are just insane. Like they're so good. I heard Billy Idol. There's Billy Idol, there's Ozzy Osbourne, Poison. Like how the fuck did they get these bands to play on it? It makes me think they made the movie and then they put it in there after it was over with. This one has Charlie Sheen and Randy Quaid. I forgot he was in this one until he popped up on the screen. The Wraith. I'm gonna spoil this one, so spoiler alert on this. And go watch it anyways. It doesn't fucking matter if I spoil it or not. This is apparently takes place in Arizona. There is this guy, Patrick Walsh. We'll call him Packard. Packard Walsh, not Patrick. Call him Packard. He has a gang of car thieves, and one of those car thieves is also Clint Howard. He's like the mechanic guy that does all this stuff. Anyways, what these guys are doing is that was the fucking beginning of the movie? All right, so it's gonna get weird. I needed something explaining on this because yeah, it didn't make any sense when I saw it, but I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna question this. So I don't think this is right either. I think it's another thing. I might be right. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what it says. I'll move forward with the episode. I won't let it distract me. So apparently, at the beginning of the movie, they fucking Carrie Johnson and Jamie Hankins, Carrie and Jamie, they're a couple, and they're driving down the Arizona desert, and they get stopped by Packard and his gang of car thieves. What they do is they say, "Hey, we need you to race a car and shit like that. You're gonna race with your pink slip," and then like they pretend like it's legal that way, but like you're still making them stop. Like fucking doesn't make any sense, dude. Not at all. Like you're like, oh, we get a race for it. No, we can't just take the shit because then that's stealing. So we're gonna force you to race through this car, which is also illegal. So like, where's the moral grounds on this? Doesn't make any sense, right? But they're like, hey, if you don't race, we're gonna rape your girl or some shit. A lot of uncomfortable stuff in this one. This is not a not suitable for work episode because this is what happens. Is it PG-13? This has got to be a rated R movie. What does it say? Oh, it's independent, so it doesn't know. I don't know. Anyways, uh, yeah. So, well, yeah, ruins the whole thing, doesn't it? So this was confusing. The next scene is Charlie Sheen plays a guy named Jake Kesey. He comes in the town, and the first person he meets is Carrie. That was the girl that apparently was racing with Jamie, or she was the girlfriend of Jamie who was in the first race. Uh, and then I guess yeah, Jake's like, I want to go to the fucking swimming hole, I guess. And then before Carrie can show Jake where the swimming hole's at, uh, Packard shows up with his fucking Corvette, I guess, and then is like, "Hey man, fuck you doing? You gotta get over here. You're my woman." And again, it doesn't make any sense at all. I think he's like an adult, and she's like in high school. I don't know. Like it's one of the things we gotta watch the movie. It makes it look like that maybe Packard is a rapist because he's like but he doesn't ever touch Carrie, right? Like he's like, "Hey, you're my property. Would you please have sex with me?" But like he's not like making her do it. So but you're like, hey, you look a lot older than the other guys. Are you a rapist? Are you a pedophile or a rapist? Both. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it's really fucked up. It doesn't make any sense. So anyways, they go to the swimming hole. I'm gonna go off cue this one. Because I know what happens, and there's really good stuff in this one. So I don't know. They're like at the swimming hole, and then like Packard's like fucking, and then like Carrie like goes along with the shit too. She's like, "All right, yeah, I'll hang around you and shit." And Packard has his gang and stuff, and looks like looks like Flea from a rejected Flea almost. So there's like the two, I guess they're cousins, like those guys, Skank and Gutter Boy. They're like Mad Max looking guys. But this is present. This is like 1980s. They're not like in the desert. No, they're like in the Mad Max desert. Then there's two other guys that don't stick around for long enough a name, and then Clint Howard. So yeah, they're like, apparently they're like they trap people and they make them race for their cars. And one day this really nice car shows up and it's like a fucking I don't know, some kind of rare car though. I know they explain that way. It's a rare looking car, and like we can get that car. Like we'll get them, dude. And so I guess they race alone, and one of the gang members races the nice car. We'll just explore the fucking movie, right? It's it's Jake, it's Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen could not be in a lot of this movie because he was doing Platoon, I think. Yeah, he was doing Platoon, but he had signed on to do the Wraith, and his father always told him, "Hey, you gotta withhold you gotta fulfill your obligations, dude." So he had to do this movie also, but he couldn't be in a lot of it because he was in Platoon also. So Charlie Sheen ends up being the guy in the car. Is what ends up being. But it gets crazier if you go further than that. But no, they're like racing. Apparently, he has this power where like his car's so much faster, obviously. So he drives forward and then he stops in the middle of the road, and then the guy thinks he's gonna run into him, and he does. He explodes. But like Jake's car, Charlie Sheen's, I'm gonna call him Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's car, can explode and be fine because he's a ghost. He's a wraith, is what it is. So then they're like, "Oh shit! Well, he died. Who cares, right?" Just one of the gang members. Randy Quaid pops up. He shows up on the scene. And he's like, "Hey guys, what the hell's going on here?" And nobody wants to talk because they're not talking to the police. First of all, Packard's a rapist and a pedophile, so he's not gonna say shit. But yeah, none of the gang members also talk, and none of them seem to care that their friend just died. Are blown up, or even like questioning anything about it. But they want the car though. They want Charlie Sheen's car. Then the next day, Charlie Sheen also shows back up, and they're like, "We're gonna get him now, dude." And the facade of Charlie Sheen actually being the first guy. Who the fuck was his name? Jamie. So yeah, Charlie Sheen is actually Jamie, just reborn as Charlie Sheen. Like Jamie is a different guy, different actor. That's what's so confusing about it, right? You're like, oh, well, why would he come back looking like who he was? Like that doesn't make any sense, right? Like, but all right, whatever. He's Charlie Sheen now. He's more marketable, I guess. Also, he has a brother too. Who works at the same place with Carrie. Is all right. Let's just lay it all out on the line, right? Because I'm confusing myself. So Carrie and Jamie, they were apparently an item together, and then one day Packard and his gang. So Jamie and Carrie were having sex, and then like they burst in there and put a blanket over Carrie's face, which I thought was weird. Like, why wouldn't she say like who murdered her boyfriend? But apparently they put a blanket over her face and punched her in the face to like make her not remember like what was going on with the whole night that they got attacked. So they end up killing the guy, which is crazy because they're like, I guess Packard's an adult, but the other guys are kind of kids. And like they murdered him and then put him in the back of a car and threw him off a cliff, and the car exploded. So that's why he died. Uh, so there's that. But he had a brother who also works at this with Carrie, his girlfriend. And again, Packard as always like it's you're my property and shit like that. But it's like he never has sex with her. But it's like you can't have sex with nobody else or kiss nobody else. He's super jealous. Or even look at anybody else. And no, so he starts killing off gang members one at a time. Randy Quaid's trying to figure out who did it, but he's like also like the gang, I guess. They know the car. They know it's an Inceptor. That's what it is. It's a turbo Inceptor. It's super rare, I guess, and worth a lot of money. Anyways, when they race and all that shit, Charlie Sheen comes out in like all like black leather and the helmet. They don't know who it is, but like every time he kills someone, some of the metal strapped to his body comes off. And Clint Howard gets to live. He blows the place up. It blows up the garage that the gang hangs out at. And Clint Howard's like, I'm not fucking. I don't know shit. I'm just robbing people with their cars, man. I don't want to kill anybody. So he runs away. He gets loose and he's free, which doesn't make sense. But no, they figure out like, hey, Charlie Sheen's like messing around with Carrie, I guess. And like she's like, oh, you remind me of somebody, and like I guess they fall instantly in love. Like it's a 90-minute movie, so they got to, they don't have time to fuck around. But no, they end up like killing all the gang members and shit, and then Randy Quaid's like, well, it's over, and that's the end of the movie. And oh, but like, it's really fucked up. So Charlie Sheen, like after he kills everybody, it's like I don't know where he's going, but he takes Carrie with him, which is also like, is she an adult or is she a child? Where's anyone's parents in this whole movie? None of it makes any sense. Funniest thing in the whole fucking movie, though, right? So Charlie Sheen's brother, Charlie Sheen's reincarnated, so we're gonna call him Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen is also Jamie, but reincarnated, right? So he gives the car, like his last day, he's fixing to run away, fixing to go away. He's like, hey, bro, and all that shit, and he's like, he doesn't tell him, doesn't tell his brother that it's his brother. But again, parents don't exist in this either, so wouldn't you see your parents too? But I guess not. And he's like, hey, I'm gonna give you a gift, and he gives him the fancy car. The fancy car that's been involved with all these murders. That's probably gonna get pulled over as soon as he starts driving it and is seen by a cop. Thanks, bro, for fucking indicting me on murders. Now I'm going to prison forever. And then they run off. Carrie and Charlie Sheen run off together in the fucking desert. I guess towards the moon. Like this. If you guys are in high school, you guys are pretty young. If you're not in high school, you're probably like 19 or 20, and you're just like, fuck, that's my love of my life, and I'm gonna go to the sky with you, dude. I'm gonna go to the afterlife. I don't need to live my life. All it takes is one argument. It's like, well, I guess she was abused, like not physically, but like emotionally. She was. Oh no, when Carrie confronts Packard in the car, like, you did it, didn't you? You have, like, you think this fucking psycho guy, you think he was the one that killed your boyfriend? That makes sense, right? Then why are we even questioning this? Of course he was the one that did it. And then he hits her. So it is, yes, she was physically abused, but not sexually abused. But Packard did rape this blonde girl that right in front of Randy Quaid too. It doesn't make any sense. Again, doesn't make any sense, but it's a good revenge movie, and revenge movies are always good. But you should give it a watch. It's great soundtrack. Apparently didn't come out in a lot of theaters. 88 screens in the United States. Came out in 1986. It's a pretty good movie for 1986. I really liked it. It has Randy Quaid, Clint Howard, Charlie Sheen. It says Griffith O'Neill. I don't know. He was in other movies, I guess. Nick. I don't know. Fuck this guy's name is Cavastis. He apparently directed. He directed The Notebook. John Q. Alpha Dog. So he's a director. He was Packard. He was the rapist pedophile. How fucking old was he in 1986? But anyways, hey, that's Mark. Mark goes to the movies.